Have you ever stopped to consider what it truly means to invite something profoundly evil into the sanctuary of your own home? To knowingly extend an invitation to the darkness? Not a ghost, nothing so benign. Not a lost spirit, seeking solace or guidance. Something far older, infinitely darker, something that predates human comprehension. Imagine a ritual, a game, a seemingly harmless act, a game that inadvertently opens a doorway, a gateway for this ancient entity to cross over. One wrong move, one misspoken word, and you're irrevocably trapped in a living nightmare. This isn't just a campfire story whispered in the dark. It's a chilling dare that's rapidly spread online, a siren call challenging the brave, or perhaps more accurately, the foolish and the reckless. The Midnight Game, an ancient rite, steeped in forgotten lore. Once a brutal punishment, a terrifying ordeal reserved for those who dared to defy the ancient gods themselves. Summon the Midnight Man if you dare, and you willingly become the prey, stalked and hunted in the supposed safety of your own home. This isn't about establishing communication or seeking understanding with the other side. You willingly and knowingly call forth a predator, a malevolent entity whose sole intent is to torment you, to break you, to drive you to the brink of madness. Your home, your sanctuary, becomes the hunting ground, a terrifying arena where you are the hunted. Fail to follow the intricate rules and the oppressive darkness may never truly leave you, forever clinging to the edges of your perception. Every creak in the floorboards, every fleeting shadow dancing in the periphery, every faint whisper carried on the wind. After this game, you'll never truly know if it's merely your imagination playing tricks on you, or if it's truly him, lurking just beyond the veil. The Midnight Man, waiting patiently in the shadows, watching your every move, always observing. You gave him the only invitation he ever truly needed to enter your world. Once the door to his realm is even slightly ajar, it can never be fully and completely closed again. Are you truly prepared to carry the heavy burden of this dark and dangerous knowledge? Some games are merely stories, harmless diversions to pass the time. But this one is a direct invitation to fear itself, a descent into the heart of darkness. The Midnight Game, with its chilling premise, isn't a modern invention conjured from the depths of the internet. Its roots run deep, entwined with the gnarled branches of ancient pagan beliefs and forgotten practices. It echoes with the whispers of forgotten gods. It began not as a game but as a severe punishment, a dire sentence meted out to those who dared to anger the old gods, those who transgressed against the natural order. The condemned, marked for their transgression, were relentlessly hunted by the Midnight Man, a terrifying manifestation of divine wrath, a specter of vengeance unleashed upon the mortal realm. The ritual was brutal, a harrowing ordeal designed to break the spirit. Survive the night, clinging to sanity by a thread, or be utterly broken by fear, consumed by the darkness that hunts you. Over centuries, the grim punishment morphed into legend, whispered in hushed tones around crackling fires, then a forbidden challenge, a dark dare echoing through the ages. Parents warned children, their voices laced with genuine fear, be good, or the Midnight Man will come knocking at your door, ready to claim you in the darkness. The ritual's true purpose, its origins as a brutal sentence, faded into the mists of time, but its inherent danger remained, a lurking threat. Now the internet, that vast and often lawless realm, has resurrected it, breathing new life into the ancient terror, spreading the rules, the steps to invite this darkness, to millions across the globe. It's billed as the ultimate horror experience, a thrill ride for the brave, but the warnings, etched in fear and regret, persist. Survivors, those who have glimpsed the other side, speak of a darkness that lingers long after the night is over, a presence that never truly leaves, a haunting echo in the corners of their minds. The ancient rite, twisted and repackaged for a modern audience, has found new victims, those who step willingly, lured by curiosity or a thirst for the macabre, into the hunting ground. They forget, blinded by the allure of the game, this was never just a game, a harmless pastime for a dark night. It was a sentence, a punishment delivered by forces beyond human comprehension. And the Midnight Man, that ancient enforcer, is still waiting patiently in the shadows, ready to collect his due. If you're determined to play this game, to truly test your courage, the preparations are precise and chilling. Each step must be followed exactly, or you risk more than just a scare. First, you'll need a piece of paper, clean and unmarked. Next, a pen, preferably black ink, to clearly mark your intentions. You'll also require a candle. White is preferable, as it symbolizes purity and light. and a lighter, to ignite the flame that will be your only guide and protection. A pin, sharp enough to draw blood. Finally, and crucially, a wooden door, the main entrance to your home. Now write your full name on the paper, clearly and legibly. Prick your finger and with purpose let a single drop of blood fall directly onto your name. This is your signature, a binding contract, a pact with the entity you are about to summon. Your blood energizes the summons, creating a direct, undeniable link between you and the Midnight Man. As midnight rapidly approaches, turn off every single light in your house, plunge yourself into absolute darkness. Place the paper, now bearing your name and blood, and the unlit candle directly before your main wooden door. Stand in the darkness, feel the oppressive silence. The air grows heavy, thick with anticipation. At precisely 11:59 p.m., begin to knock on the door exactly 22 times. The 22nd and final knock must land at exactly midnight. Timing is critical. Open the door, slowly, deliberately, blow out your candle, extinguishing the last vestige of light, then close the door firmly behind you. You've just let him in, invited him into your domain. Relight your candle immediately. This tiny flickering flame is now your only protection against the darkness that has taken hold. The midnight game has officially begun. He is now inside your home, lurking in the shadows, and he is hunting you, stalking you through the darkness. Every step you take, every breath you draw is now irrevocably part of the game. There is absolutely no turning back now. Your fate is sealed. The hunt is on, and you are the prey. Once your candle is relit, the hunt begins. You must keep moving through the darkness, guided only by your candle's flicker. Stay still, and you become easy prey. The candle's light is your only shield. The Midnight Man cannot attack while you're within its glow. If your candle goes out, you have 10 seconds to relight it. 10 seconds in pitch black with something closing in. Fail, and the game is over for you. Survivors describe hallucinations, overwhelming fear, and even physical torment. The game ends at 3:33 a.m., if you make it. This is your only hope for salvation. But even if you survive, the terror lingers. You've spent hours hunted by something you invited in. The silence after is the most unnerving part. The memory and the darkness may never leave. This is survival, not victory. As you move through your home, you'll know when he's near. The temperature drops, an unnatural, bone-deep cold. You'll hear whispers, faint at first, then clearer, sometimes your own name. Shadows flicker at the edge of your vision, a tall, dark shape that vanishes when you look. You never see him clearly. He exists in the darkness. Dread will paralyze you, a fear deeper than anything you've known. Your instincts scream to run, to turn on the lights, but you can't. You must keep playing, enduring the psychological assault. This is his true power, terrorizing your mind. The Midnight Man feeds on your fear. Every second he draws closer. The game is a test of your sanity, and he is always watching. Online, survivors share chilling warnings. One describes cold, whispers, and footsteps rushing in the dark when their candle went out, relighting it just in time. Another group filmed doors slamming, shadows moving, and a friend breaking down after hearing his name whispered. They tried to end the game early, but the haunting continued. Strange noises, moving objects, a sense of being watched. Survivors report paranoia, anxiety, and a fear of the dark that never fades. Some see a tall, dark figure years later, no matter where they move. They believe the Midnight Man creates a permanent attachment. These aren't fame seekers. They're desperate for answers or to warn others. The message is clear. It's not a game. The risk is real. The door you open may never close. You may spend your life looking over your shoulder, waiting for midnight. We've explored the ritual, the rules, the terror, and the aftermath. My warning is simple. Do not play this game. Do not invite the Midnight Man into your home. This isn't about courage. It's about wisdom. You're not just playing with candles, you're tampering with ancient, malevolent forces. Your name, your blood, your home, are you willing to risk them? The price is too high for a thrill. Some of you may still feel curious, but remember, you have no power in this game. The belief you bring gives it strength. Your home should be your sanctuary, don't turn it into a hunting ground. Heed the warnings, learn from others' fear. Some doors are meant to stay closed. Would you risk it? Let us know, but I strongly advise against it.